Yes, good morning and welcome to the class. As we know that yesterday we have already started with decision theory. That is the last unit of statistics. So we have defined certain terms used in decision theory. Let me quickly revise them and then we will proceed further. So what is who is a decision maker? Decision maker can be an individual person or it can be a group of individuals who are responsible for making the decision of selecting. What is the decision they have to take? Selecting the best course of action. Okay. What is the course of action? These are the various options available to decision maker, out of which the best one has to be selected. And usually we denote them by A1, A2, A3, AN. What is state of nature? State of nature are various events which are beyond the control of decision maker, and they will determine the level of success of the given course of action. So if you recall our example which I gave you yesterday, that if a company wants to launch a new product in the market, then the demand of that product, it can be low, it can be medium, it can be high, and this is beyond the control of the company, right? Because they do not know how the that particular product will be liked by the people. Okay, so these things which are beyond the control of the decision maker, they are called as states of nature, and the level of success of that only will decide what is the success of the course of action which you have selected. Now, generally we denote the state of nature by S1, S2, S3, Sn. Then what is the payoff? Payoff is any combination of the course of action and the state of nature. Whatever is the profit associated with that, the profit associated with a course of action, and so on. So suppose I'm selecting this course of action and this state of nature. What are the profit we are going to get? Those profit figures we write in this table, and such a table which we get, it is called as a payoff table. Okay. So what is a payoff table? In the first column, we write the various courses of actions available, out of which one best one has to be selected. And in the next column, we write the various states of nature. So the first column will be course of action, and then various columns will be there for the state of nature. So there are S1, S2, SC. We denote the state of nature by S1, S2, SC, and SM. Then each combination of course of action and state of nature will give you some profit. That profit number we are going to write in this table here. So the table which we get is called as a payoff table. See, in this, I have not written the probability, but the last row is probability. What is the what is that probability that this event will occur? What is the chance that your product will have a low demand in the market? What is the chance that the product will have medium demand or high demand? So these are called as the probability. So the last row will be the probability, okay, which I forgot to mention here. Now, as I told you, there are two types of decision-making situations. So types of decision-making situation. One is decision-making under uncertainty, and the second one is decision-making under risk. Now, how they are different? Look at in the first one, decision-making under uncertainty. In this situation, the decision maker does not have sufficient data or probabilities of occurrence of various states of nature to make a decision. यानी क्या हुआ इसका मतलब कि under uncertainty, decision maker is not having any previous record available to him. Okay, so that on the basis of that previous record he can make the decision. He is not having any idea about the, because he doesn't have any previous record. Such a situation arises when a new product is launched in the market. जब आप एक नया कोर्स स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं या नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, तो you do not have any the history behind that कि वो कितना successful था or whatever. Okay, you don't have any past experience for that. So in such a situation, the following criteria are available to decision maker to use these criteria to find out the best decision. What are these criterion? One by one, we are going to discuss them. So the first one is called as maxi-max criterion. Second one is called as maxi-min criterion. And the third one is Laplace criterion. Now, what are these criterions? Let us see them one by one. Now, if you look at this, the word which is written here, maxi-max, see, you know that the meaning of maximum and minimum, you know that maximum means highest, sabse bada, minimum means sabse chota. So we are like taking the short form of that. Maximum, I'm calling it as maxi, short form. Minimum, min, or max. Okay, so these are the short forms I'm using. So whenever I'm using the word maxi-max, what does this criterion help us? How it helps us? So look at here. Maxi-max criterion, in this case, the decision maker does not want to miss the opportunity to get the maximum possible profit. यानी ये जो maxi-max criterion है, यहाँ पर decision maker takes the best of the best. मतलब he will try to take the maximum profit possible. Okay, how he does that? These are the steps. What is the first step? Choose the maximum payoff for each course of action. See, there are various courses of action. तो उसमें हर एक course of action में you have to select the maximum profit, जहाँ आपको maximum मिल रहा है. Okay. Then the second one is, out of this maximum also you select the maximum. Select the course of action with maximum value from these maximum payoff. So what we are taking the maximum profit from each course of action, and from that maximum also we are taking the maximum, and that is why it is given the name as maxi-max. When you do the problem, you will understand much better. Okay. So as I told you, कि यहाँ पर decision maker is doesn't want to miss any opportunity to get the buy. He wants to get the maximum profit possible. So such type of approach is called as optimistic approach. So this criteria represents the optimistic approach of the decision maker. See, there are two types of people, you can say. One is optimistic by nature and the other one is pessimistic. And the third one is neither optimistic nor pessimistic. Now, what is the meaning of optimistic? Optimistic means a person who always think positive. Positive thinking hota hai unka. They suppose they start a business, they feel ki haan, they will get the profit only. Okay, so that is called an optimistic approach. There are people who are pessimistic by nature. Pessimistic means they will think about the worst possible thing. मतलब they may think कि मैंने अगर business start किया और suppose it may happen that I will go at a loss. You know, इस तरह का सोच होता है लोगों का. Thinking is like that. So because in uncertainty situation, the decision maker has to have their own instinct. वो किस तरह से decision लेंगे. तो अगर वो optimistic है, तो he will always look at the maximum profit. If उसका approach ही pessimistic है, मतलब he is slightly at the negative side. यानी you know उतना negative positive thinking नहीं है, तो he will be thinking about he may get the loss. You understood? तो ये जो criteria है, it is representing the optimistic approach of the decision maker. Here the decision maker selects what? Best out of the best. मतलब कहाँ उसको best profit मिल रहा है और उसमें भी best. You understood now? That is called the optimistic approach. So this is what is maxi-max. मतलब सबसे पहले मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट निकालो हर एक कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन में से और उसमें भी मैक्सिमम लेना. You understood? That is what is Maximex criteria. So sometimes a questions like this comes in exam. This criterion represent the optimistic approach. So what will you write? Maximex criteria. Or Maximex criterion represents the following approach of the decision maker: optimistic, pessimistic, or none of these, or both, or none. Okay, इस तरह का. So you must understand that कि Maximex criterion is representing the optimistic approach of the decision maker, and so he is selecting the best out of the best. Okay. Look at the next one, Maximin criteria. Look at this minimum. The minimum suggests that the decision maker is not selecting the best profit, I mean the maximum profit. He is thinking at the negative side. What he is doing, because his nature is what? His approach is pessimistic. So he will be selecting the minimum profit. Okay. So look at here. In this case, the decision maker attempts in maximizing the minimum possible profit. Means what he will do? Suppose उसने course of action select किया, तो he will think about the minimum. सबसे कम profit उसको क्या आएगा? अगर उसने दूसरा course of action select किया, तो minimum profit वो देखता है. दूसरे third course of action में भी minimum. फिर वो जो minimum जो profit उसको आ रहा है, उसमें से he will take the maximum. Maximum. Okay, this is the criteria. So what are the steps? First, you choose the minimum payoff. You know what is the meaning of payoff? Payoff are the profit values. Payoff का मतलब है profit. Okay. See here. What is payoff? Each course of action and each pair of course of action and state of nature is going to give you some figure, that is profit. So these figures which we are going to write here, they are called as profit or payoff. Okay. So Maximin. Maximin में हमें क्या करना है? The first step is choose the minimum payoff for each course of action. And from that minimum payoff, select that course of action having the maximum value among the minimum payoff. Okay. When you will do the problem now, these things will become clear. Now, this criterion represent the pessimistic approach, means slightly on the negative side. Okay. So here the decision maker is selecting what? Best out of the worst. Maximin. Min means minimum, तो worst में जा रहा है. And then उसमें से worst में से he is selecting the best. Okay. So this is the Maximin criterion selects the best out of the worst, not best. Okay. Best out of best means best out of the worst. Okay. Now the third one is Laplace criterion. Now Laplace criterion is what? Here the decision maker is neither optimistic nor pessimistic. Means he is a balanced type of person. So what he will do? Neither he will look at the maximum profit nor at the minimum. He will straight away find the average profit. Okay. So look at here. In this case, the decision is to choose that course of action with maximum average payoff. The steps are as follows. What is the first step? Calculate average payoff for each course of action. How do you calculate the average? Average कैसा निकालते हैं हम? By adding all the numbers and dividing by total. So that is what I have written here. Calculate average payoff for each course of action by adding the payoffs under all possible states of nature and then dividing the sum by the total number of state of nature. So whatever I am explaining here, I have written it in a sophisticated manner. Okay. You don't have to by heart these things. You only have to understand and how to use these steps in solving the problem. Then what we'll do in the next step, we will select that decision as the best one. जिसका average कितना होगा? Maximum. So select the decision with maximum average payoff as the best decision. Okay. Now this criterion assigns what? Equal probabilities to all states of nature. Because he is taking the average. Neither he is taking the maximum nor the minimum. So he is assigning the equal probabilities to all the states of nature. So now once we have tried to understand these three criterions, we are now ready to solve the problem. When you solve the problems, the things will become more clear to you, because mathematics is all about whatever is the theory, how to apply it, more of the application. Okay, look at the first question. For the following payoff table, find the optimal. As I told you, optimal, the other name for optimal is best. Best को optimal भी बोलते हैं. Okay, so find the best decision using these three criteria. What are the criterions? First one is maximax, second is maxim-min, and the third one is Laplace. Okay. So this is what is my payoff table. You all can write down. Okay. So write on your notebook. Now look at this course of this table. What is my first column? First column is giving me course of action. How many courses of actions are there? 3, A1, A2, and A3. That means there are 3 actions, out of which one is the best one, which I have to select. Okay. And the second one is state of nature. There are 3 states of nature, which we denote by S1, S2, and S3. Okay. And what are these figures? 35, 100, and 38, and all these things. These are payoff. यानी कि what is the meaning of this? अगर ये course of action लिया है and this is the state of nature, then the profit is 35. Similarly, 100 is the profit associated with A1 course of action and S2 state of nature. Okay, and so on. So try to understand this table. Now, out of these 3, we have to find out which is the best course of action by using these 3 criteria. So one by one, we will use these criterions. So I hope everybody has written this table in their notebook. Okay, so let me write down this table so that what is this table? Course of action state. I will solve here itself. What happened? So what I'm going to do, let us take the first criterion, maximax. Okay. So what am I going to do here? I will make a column for maximum payoff. Maximum payoff. So what am I going to do here is, for each course of action, let us find out the maximum figure. Okay. So look at the first course of action. It is A1. So what are the profits? If I select course of action A1, what are the profits? 35, 100, and 38. But I am using maximax criteria. So I have to use the maximum. I have to take the maximum out of these 3 numbers. What is the maximum? Where I'm getting the maximum profit? 100. Okay. So write down that 100 here. So this is 100. Okay. Look at in A2. What is the maximum figure? 58, 95, and 105. So it is 105. Okay. The next one. 45, 30, and 91. So the maximum is 91. So I have selected the best, the maximum profit for every course of action. Now, out of this maximum also, you have to select the maximum, because maximax criterion we are using. So best out of the best. Okay. So what is the maximum out of these 100, 105? This is maximum, no? And it is for which course of action? A2. So therefore, by maximax criterion, which is the best course of action? by Maximex criterion, A2 is the best decision. And A2 is the best decision. So out of A1, A2, A3, if you are using this criterion, then A2 turn out to be a best decision. Okay. So it is very, very simple. Now, what is the second one? Maxim-min. तो जैसे यहाँ हमने कॉलम मैक्सिमम का बनाया था, now what we are going to do, we will make a column for minimum. So because it is the criterion is maxim-min, so best out of the worst. So we are going to take the minimum here because this is showing maxim-min criterion represent the pessimistic approach. Pessimistic का मतलब क्या है? This person is slightly on the negative side, so he will see the least profit. मतलब कहाँ उसको सबसे कम profit मिल रहा है? कहाँ मिल रहा है? 35. So this shows the pessimistic approach. 35. So take the minimum in each course of action. And what is minimum here? 58. And for third one, okay. So we will calculate the minimum payoff for each course of action, and out of this minimum payoff, you will select the maximum. Okay. So what is maximum here? No, maxim-min. See, best out of the worst. So these are the worst, na? सबसे कम दिया ना profit. So this is the worst condition. Instead of taking the maximum, he is taking the minimum, na? Worst, अब in worst में से best. You understood, no? Maxim-min. So what is the maximum here? 58. So again, it is for A2. So by this criterion also, the best decision is A2. Okay. So second one, by Minimex criterion. Oh, I'm sorry, Maxim-min. By Maxim-min criterion, again, what is the best decision? A2 is the best decision. Okay. Now the third one, Laplace. In Laplace criterion, what we have to do? Neither the maximum nor the minimum. You are going to take the average. So make a column for average. Average payoff. So look at for the first course of action, the figures are 35, 100 and 38. ये तीनों नंबर का एवरेज लेना है आपको. तो 35 plus 100 plus 38 divided by कितना करेंगे? Divide by what? $35 plus 100 plus 38 का एवरेज लेना है, तो add these numbers and divide by 3. $35 plus 100 plus 38 divided by 3, 57.67. Take up to 2 decimal places. Second one, 58 plus 95 plus 105 divided by 3, 86. Third, 45 plus 30 plus 91 divide by 3. 25.33. Correct? ये आ रहा है. 45 plus 30 plus 91 divide by 3. 55.33. Yes, it is not 25, it is 55. Okay. So in Laplace, we take the average. Now, what is the second step? Out of these averages, take the maximum. Okay. So where you are getting the maximum average? 86, correct? So again, by Laplace criterion also, A2 is the best decision. So in this problem, which by all the criterion, A2 is the best decision. Third one, by Laplace criterion, A2 is the best decision. Okay. So this is like very simple. Maximax में first take the maximum, out of that take the maximum. In maximum याद रखो ऐसा. Best out of best, that is maximum. Best out of worst. So worst मतलब take the minimum and then उस minimum में से take the maximum. Okay. And Laplace में always you have to take the average. Remember one thing. See, it may confuse you, लेकिन मैं आपको बताती हूँ. These figures are what? This is a profit table. This is profit figure. Okay? So at the end हमें क्या चाहिए? Profit. Profit हमेशा ज्यादा ही चाहिए ना, maximum ही होना चाहिए. इसलिए यहाँ पर भी हम maximum लेते हैं. इस minimum में से भी हम maximum लेते हैं और Laplace के लिए भी हम क्या लेते हैं? Maximum. तो इस तरह से आप याद रखो. These are profit figures. So हमेशा ये maximum ही होगा. ठीक है? So I hope you have understood this. As I told you, the diffusion theory is very easy and scoring also. Now let us go to the next problem. Okay, look at this. For the following payoff table, find the best decision by using these criterions. Maximax, Maximin and Laplace. I think I need not solve it here. You only should solve and give me the answer. Okay? So आप लोग करो इसको solve और मुझे answer बताओ. I'm giving you some time for that. Write down this question in your notebook. Make 3 columns. One is for maximum payoff for each course of action, then minimum and average payoff. So as usual, you will make a column for maximum. I'm writing here in the same table. Minimum and then average. Okay. Again, in this problem, there are 3 courses of action, A1, A2, A3, but there are 4 states of nature. Okay. So what can you say about here? What is the maximum here? 50, 57. Here, 32. What is the maximum here? 44. And out of these maximum also, you have to select the maximum. What is that? 57. And it is for which course of action? A1. So that means by Maximax criterion, A1 is the best decision. This is the maximum. No? So by Maximax criterion, A1 is the best decision. Okay. What about by Maximin criterion? What is the best decision? Here the minimum is 24. Here 13. And here minimum is 12. Out of these minimum payoff, you have to select the maximum. That is 24 again. So here also the answer is same as A1. A1 is the best decision by using Maximin criterion. Find out the by using Laplace criterion. So for that you need to find out the average payoff. What is the average you are here for A1? 42, no? Here 24.25. So look at where you are getting the maximum average, 42. So again, by Laplace also you are having the A1 as the best course of action. So you can see that how easy it is. So today we have seen what is decision making under uncertainty. In uncertainty, there is no previous record available. So decision maker has to use his own instinct. And there are three criterions available as per the approach of the decision maker: optimistic, pessimistic, and the balanced type of. Okay. So optimistic के लिए Maximex criterion है, which select the best out of the best. For pessimistic, it is Maximin, which select the best out of the worst. Okay. And Laplace, which gives the equal opportunity. So it is the average. Okay. So that's all for today. Before I end, I will just tell you what are we going to do in the next class. We are going to take the decision making under risk. As I told you, in under risk, decision maker has some previous record available. So he knows the probability. What is the chance that the demand will be this much or whatever. Okay. And as per the previous record, he is making the decision and taking a risk. If you remember, I've given you one example of college taking students for picnic. So it may turn out that as per the previous record, they have booked the transport, and then on the day of the picnic, due to heavy rains or due to some other reason, student did not turn up. Okay. So these are the situation where decision maker is taking a risk, and so it is called as decision making under risk. So in this type of we are having criterion EMB, which we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay.